So in this one, what we're going to do is discuss why machine learning does not work in finance, right? So wouldn't it be great? Wouldn't it be amazing if you could just go on TradingView, look at the charts, get the high, low, open, close data, take that, put it into some crazy AI. The AI spits out, is the price going to go up? Is the price going to go down? And then you're just printing money, you're just making money. Okay, what I'm going to do is maybe you've actually tried that. I've tried it many times, especially when I was starting out and I was very naive. I just finished uni and I was like, cool, I can code this up. I'm just going to do some AI. I can do it. And I'm just like coding it up, and then I finally get it and it spits something out, and honestly it's just terrible. It's just a dumpster fire of weird exploratory finance machine learning stuff, and it really doesn't work. I'm going to explain why it doesn't work. So the thing with AI is it's really good at finding patterns and then sort of predicting what the next thing is going to happen. Or, you know, if there's sort of like vague data and it can sort of see like groups, it'll like group all the data, like similar data points together. Or maybe it's really good at games, like the reinforcement learning stuff. So it can play chess really well. In chess, you've got a defined set of rules, and then the machine learning can just sort of learn the rules, learn the best strategies, and just play for you. Now, can you see the problem? Can you see the problem? The thing finance is missing from what I just said. Maybe pause the video, just have a 10-second pause, just think about it. Okay, hopefully you pause the video. I'm gonna tell you why it doesn't work. So I'm gonna go through an example, right, of rolling a dice. Now, let's say you roll a dice and you want to predict like the next roll. You don't want to predict the probability of rolling a 1 or probability of rolling a 2. You want to predict what the next roll is. So I roll the dice, and then what is like, I just want to predict, is it going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Which one is it going to be, right? That, like, can you do that, like, accurately? You can only get it with, like, 1/6 accuracy, like, realistically, right? So that is the same. You're doing the same thing with the markets, right? You're doing the same thing with the markets, but it's if you're just going to be buy-sell, right? It's going to be 50-50. So you don't know, like, honestly, you don't know if you're right, because it's like 50-50, right? And if you get it right, you don't know if you're right, or it's just random, like 50-50 luck, for example. So you ask yourself, are there actual patterns, actual edges that you can predict? Because even if you have the most powerful AI, right? The most powerful AI, is there actually something there you can predict, or is it just all random? Because if it's just all random, and you take the most powerful AI, right? It can't predict the randomness just because it's random, right? It's random. Okay, cool. So now let's talk about what you could predict. Now it's about, sometimes it's just a speed game. So back 30 years ago, 40 years ago, right? People didn't have access to a lot of information. So what they did was they could sort of plot all these charts and make all this technical analysis stuff, and imagine it hits a bottom, and then they put some very naive statistical model in there, and it's like, okay, when it hits the bottom like this, the market is going to react like this, and we can sort of buy and make a bit of money or something. There'd be something like that. But today, there's TradingView, everyone has information of like to the markets, and even in crypto on centralized exchanges, you can actually see the order book, and you can get level 2 data. It's so quick. So the edge just goes. It's not like you have to wait half a day before you get all the buyers coming in, and then you can sort of, you buy before they come in, and then you sell, when the price goes up. But because everything is going so fast, right? It's super unlikely as a retail person you're going to be able to get there first, and then actually capitalize on that. So what I'm saying is, the more micro you go, there is probably going to be more edge your AI can predict stuff. So the more micro you can go, there's going to be more edge you can predict stuff. And this is sort of the case with like market making, for example. Like you've got a bid below and you've got an ask below, and you know maybe this gets taken out, and then if you're quick, you can sort of be like, okay, what's going to happen to the ask? Is the market just going to like move down? And if you sort of know the market's going to move down, you can capitalize that. But the thing is, it's a speed game. It's a speed. So we're not talking a matter of seconds here. We're not even talking a matter of microseconds, which is 1,000th of a second. Milliseconds, which is 1,000th of a second. We're talking microseconds, which is 1,000th of a 1,000th of a second. So we need to be talking C++, Rust, and then we need to talk about like how to, you know, do crazy stuff with HFT, co-location, all that kind of really crazy stuff. And that's when we can talk about, hey, maybe I can use some machine learning to, you know, predict what the market's doing. And that is sort of the unfortunate landscape we're in at the moment. Because I'm going to be honest, like if you're trying to look at the 1 minute chart on TradingView and you're going to be like, oh, I'm going to predict the next minute. Unless you have inside information, which is just illegal to use, you're probably not going to predict the next minute. It's like, I love analogies. So think about it like this, right? So you have the weather, it's sunny today, and you look up the weather and it's like, oh, it's sunny tomorrow. Oh, it's sunny the next day, it's sunny the next day. But the weather, like you can't predict the weather in a month, right? The market's a chaotic system. So the further out you go, the harder it is to predict something. So if we're talking, you know, nanoseconds, microseconds, you have 1 microsecond, something happens, you could probably maybe predict like with some probability where in a range, like where the price would be with some, you know, confidence interval or something like that. But if we're talking like minutes and you say, oh, the price is here, what's going to happen in a minute? So many things could happen in a minute. Like JP Morgan could buy like 1,000 Bitcoin or something like that. Like Elon could say something in 1 minute. It's close enough to random. So no AI could predict what's going to happen with accuracy, what's going to happen in a minute. And that is just the landscape of things. So the reason why AI doesn't work, you know, you're looking at minutes or hours in the future, unless you have news, inside information, it's going to be very difficult to predict what's going to happen. And so what people do is they play the HFT speed game. So that's my take on why machine learning does not work in the markets. Now, if you've enjoyed this video, let me know, give it a like, give it a subscribe as well. And maybe if you have a nuanced take on it, leave it in the comments. I'd love to hear what you think. If you agree, or feel free to disagree with me, that's all good. So markets are crazy, so, you know, risk management, and take care, everyone.